If you're putting every extra dollar to debt payment and not saving anything, you are doing a terrible mistake. And I know it sounds harsh, but one unexpected expense can wipe out months of progress. So in this video, I'm gonna share a smarter way of how to build emergency fund while paying off debt at the same time. A real framework that I have used to build a 6 months worth of living expenses as well as pay off all high interest debts. Now let me show you exactly what I mean, because this is not just a theory. This happens to thousands of people every single month. Imagine you have $8,000 in credit card debt. You are motivated and you decide you're going to throw every single extra dollar at that debt. No eating out, no subscription, no fun. Just pure focus debt payoff mode. 3 months in, you have paid off $2,000. You are feeling incredible. You're on track. And then one afternoon, you have a terrible toothache. You rush to the dentist and the dentist charges you $1,500 for the root canal. You have no savings. So what do? You put it on a credit card. And just like that, you're almost back to where you were 3 months ago. 3 months of sacrifice wiped out in a single afternoon. And the painful part is, it's not bad luck. It's a math problem. When you have no savings, you have no financial cushion, which means every unexpected expense is treated as an emergency, which means you put it on a credit card and it becomes a new debt. You are essentially running on a treadmill, working incredibly hard, but not actually moving forward. This is the actual debt trap cycle. You pay down debt, life happens, you add new debt, and you start all over again. And the only way to break this cycle is to stop treating savings and debt payoff as two different goals. You have to do both at the same time. And I'm not asking you to build an emergency fund for 6 months at this stage. And it's quite ridiculous to think about it at this stage, to be honest, if you're starting. What I'm talking about is to have that starter emergency fund. It's between $1,000 to $2,000. And trust me, this $2,000 will change the game. It will give you so much cushion and it will actually give you a mental peace whenever there's an emergency and you know you have that $2,000 lying in your some separate account. You know it's there and you will have that peace of mind that something is there, you don't have to get into new debt. Now, for example, if you have an emergency and you have $1,500 sitting in savings, you pay the bill and move on. Your debt does not grow. Your progress does not reset. You just dip into your fund, replenish it over the next few weeks, and keep going. That small buffer is the difference between building wealth and constantly starting over. Think the emergency fund as a financial firewall. It stands between you and a bad month turning into a financial disaster. The psychological impact, even of having a small cushion, is enormous. When you have zero savings, every unexpected expense is a crisis. And because it feels like a crisis, it creates anxiety and it leads to impulsive financial decisions. It makes you more likely to give up on your debt payoff plan entirely. But when you have this $1,500, you feel in control, you feel confident, you feel calm and composed, and you can take decisions rationally. Now, the big question is, how do you pay off your debt and build an emergency fund at the same time? Well, I call it the split method. Instead of putting every single dollar on your debt payment, you split into 2 goals. But how do you split the fund? Well, you have 3 types of splitting. When you have high interest debt, that's above 15% interest rate, you do the splitting into 70-30 split. Basically, 70% of your extra dollar goes into debt and 30% go into emergency fund. The high interest rate means your debt is growing fast, so you want to knock it down quickly, but you still want to protect yourself with that extra 30%. Now, when it comes to moderate interest, so any debt between 8 to 15% interest rate, you do it 50-50 split. Half to debt and half to savings. You are building your cushion at a healthy pace without ignoring the debt. And finally, the low interest debt, which is anything under 7% interest rate. You do it a 30-70 split. Put that 30% towards the debt and 70% towards building your emergency fund faster, because the cost of carrying that debt is relatively slow. Now, here's the important part, and I want you to remember this. This is not a permanent strategy. This is a temporary strategy until you save that $2,000 emergency fund. Once you have that emergency fund, your entire focus should be on the debt payment strategy. Now, I have several videos on how you can pay off your debt using several methods. I'll put the link in the description. So since I've explained you how the split system works, let's go into a real life scenario. So this is the framework that actually breaks the debt trap cycle. You're not choosing between savings or paying off your debt. You're doing both at the same time. Let's see an example with real numbers. Say you bring home $3,500 a month after tax. Your essential expenses, rent, groceries, utilities, and minimum debt payment comes to around $2,800. That leaves you with $700 in extra dollar each month. You have $7,000 in credit card debt at 22% interest. So you go with the 70-30 split. $490 goes towards extra debt payment every month, and $210 goes into your emergency fund. At this pace, you hit your $1,000 starter fund in roughly 5 months. From that point, you redirect that full $700 towards your debt. Now you're back to the debt payment journey of yours. Pay as quick as possible and not to worry about if any unexpected expenses happens, because now you have that cushion. So this is the system. This is the entire framework. It's a simple, realistic, and actually works, even though life doesn't work according to plan. Now that you know how much to save and how to split your money, let's talk about where to actually keep the emergency fund. The answer is a high yield savings account, or a HYSA. This is a regular savings account with a relatively higher interest rate. Because what happens is a traditional bank account or a traditional savings account gives you a very low interest rate. It's probably 0.01%, but a HYSA gives an interest rate of typically 4 to 5%, meaning you won't lose the value of your emergency fund. It'll keep up with the inflation rate. There are 3 things that your emergency fund account needs to be. Number 1 is it has to be separate from your everyday account. It needs to be easily accessible. And number 3 is it cannot be in any risky asset. That's why we're not putting our emergency fund in any sort of investments. Let it be in stock or anything for that matter. So you open a separate HYSA account and label it emergency fund. So don't touch it until a real emergency occurs. Alright, before we wrap up, I need to discuss these 3 points. They're very important, like mistakes to avoid with your emergency fund. What are the very common mistakes that people do? So the first mistake that people do with their emergency fund is treating like just another savings. This money is not for your holiday or, buying that new iPhone. It's not for that. It's for genuine emergency. Like your car breaks down, you need an emergency service, you need a medical service, whatever that is. That is the sole purpose of that fund, is for emergency, not anything luxury. Number 2 is not automating your savings. If you wait until your month and then you'll save what's remaining, trust me, it'll never happen. Money will just disappear. So you have to automate your savings. And the last one is number 3, giving up after a setback. You will have months where you have to use your emergency fund. Well, that's the whole point of using it. You have an emergency, you use it, and then you replenish it back. And now you know how exactly to do the split system. And remember, progress in personal finance is never linear. It's always up and down. The most important thing is stay in the system. All right, let's recap everything what we have gone through. If you are in debt and saving nothing, you are 1 month away from losing all your progress. The solution is not to choose between saving and paying debt. It's to do both at the same time using the split method. Build your starter emergency fund of $1,000 to $2,000 first. Use the right split method, 70-30 for high interest, 50-50 for moderate interest, and 30-70 for low interest debt. Keep your fund in a HYSA account and automate your contribution. So that's how I have paid all my debt and I've built a 6 months emergency fund. This exact method, the split method. So I hope this video helped you in any way. If it does, give it a thumbs up, share with someone who really needs it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.